Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at when first dates go horribly wrong. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Where you taking me then?
I'll get a coffee, yeah?
Coffee?
Yeah.
That's a f***ing ick, mate.
What?
That's a f***ing ick. Drop me home. F***ing coffee? Who do you think I am? Ick!
The bigger ick is going out with someone with this level of entitlement.
So how do you think the first day is going?
How the fuck think it's going? I don't even like the f***ing water. I'm scared of drowning. You have me here battling you, and you're gonna ask me how do you think it's going? You're gonna ask me how you think it's going.
It's the first date and he already wants to abandon ship.
You told me you're saving up money this whole month just to take me to McDonald's?
I told you I needed to get the steering wheel.
That's cheap anyways. Why would you get that?
It's not cheap. Look at this.
So how much did you spend on that?
Like $2,000.
You couldn't... $2,000 and you couldn't take me on a date?
Well, you don't need to go on a date, but I need a steering wheel.
Loser. You're
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
God.
He had to choose between a nagging date and a cool steering wheel, and it's safe to say he made the right choice.
Y'all, we just got into it at the restaurant because I asked him, tell me something about your last name that makes your last name worth passing on. Like, I want to hear about the lineage. I'm walking by myself in the parking lot. Good day canceled.
I don't blame him. That's a pretty crazy question to ask on a first date.
So we going shopping tomorrow?
What?
Why you can stay out of this.
You said tomorrow?
Yeah.
Just give me like some time. Just give me like some time to like think.
We could get to know each other, go out, skydive, you know, eat, do some fun shit, come back. Yeah, don't that sound like a vibe?
I ain't gonna lie, that make perfect sense.
Right. It's the only sense.
He's staring at the camera, questioning the sheer audacity of that woman, and rightly so.
Would you rather go buy me an engagement ring right now, or decimate everyone in that restaurant?
I could just go down to a pawn shop and buy a fake ring, so yeah, that works for me.
So you want to give me a fake ring?
If it involves getting out of well, yes.
So is there a reason that you don't want to propose to me?
Because we've just gone on our first date.
Oh, and what's the problem?
Any of you watching this, if you don't see the problem either, I'm very concerned about you.
Oh, so now you're going to turn my audience against me?
He's actually really lucky. At least she was upfront about her mental illness before things got serious.
What'd you say?
I need you to take me to my baby daddy's house after our date.
Why?
Because I need to see him.
Why do you need to see him?
He texted me and said that he wants to see me.
You think it would have been nice to tell me you had a baby daddy?
It's only our first date.
I know, but that's still weird.
Listen, it's cool. We're just dating, me and you. We went on a little date.
But I'm not okay.
My kid is with my mom. And
Is your kids with him?
No, my kid is with my mom, and I gotta go stop at his house.
So what's the vendetta of going over to his house in such a rush?
He told me he wanted me to stop by, so I'm gonna stop by.
Okay, you know what that's insinuating, right?
If you want, you gotta remember that that's my man at the end of the day.
Nah, I'm definitely not gonna be cool with that at all.
Well, that's just how it is. So you gotta.
I'm mind blown right now. Since when? Like, that's really bad.
It's not bad.
How delusional does she have to be to say all of that and then just expect him to be cool with it?
And learning how to communicate properly, patience properly.
Oh great, you brought a friend? Is she gonna be paying for you too?
Went on a date with a Tinder girl and she brought her friend.
That's not even a date anymore. The poor guy's just third wheeling at this point. This is the moment where you excuse yourself for the bathroom and get out of there.
We are infiltrating our friend's first date with a Tinder guy.
At least we're eating good.
We told the waiter it was going bad, and he said she was beautiful, so we gave him her number. She told us to help, so we pretended to just run into her and invited them to sit with us.
I'm afraid those aren't protective friends. They're basically sabotage specialists.
So like I can just sit there and I have to be nice to people that I don't like every day, all day. So like when I get home, the last thing I want to do is come like be nice to somebody, even if I want to.
You can tell he's counting the minutes until that date is over.
What do you look for in a guy?
Gotta be loyal, to be honest. It's very hard to find loyalty in Miami.
I'm a loyal guy. Do you have a boyfriend right now or no? Not really?
Hello? Of course, my horse. Bye.
Your horse?
Oh my god, shut up. You toxic?
Me?
Yeah. I'm kind of toxic.
Really?
Yeah.
It's hard to find loyalty in Miami? Well, ma'am, sounds like you're the perfect example.
Things which are putting like doubts in my head.
Like what?
Like, you know that you go from 0 to 100, like, pretty quick. I feel like I've got to watch what I say in case you might just text me the wrong way, or stuff like when I've been, like, say, going for a coffee in the morning, you wouldn't, like, come with me.
If you want to do more stuff, tell it.
I'm just telling you, no. I'm not asking you.
You've not been here, though. That is all you like. Do you know what it is? I'm
not saying that every single day. Once or twice a week. Yeah. Oh, so I can't.
You've not.
Why are you saying you?
We can't blame this all on me.
It's crazy how it took her about 15 seconds to prove him absolutely right.
Just met up with my date Vermouth, and she immediately says, we need to go down to Times Square. I need to get some money. Which I thought was strange, but then I remembered she told me she was a dancer, and I figured, oh, she's working for one of the Broadway shows. She's got to come down here and get a paycheck. So we get down here, and I'm excited because I'm like, oh, what if she takes me to The Lion King? It's one of my favorite ABBA musicals. But no, then she tells me to wait right on this corner next to the candy pecans, and she goes over and starts chatting up the guy dressed as Spider-Man. Well, they start getting a little bit upset with each other. The guy gets aggressive with her, and so I immediately go over, and I push him off of her. I'm like, hands off Vermouth, buddy. You ain't no Peter Parker, and she as heck ain't no Mary Jane. Well, he looks at me right in the face and goes, that is my wife you're talking to. And then it hit me. Vermouth had asked me on a date to come down here and make her husband, Spider-Man, jealous. So I started playing the part. I realized it, and I was like, look, I'm into her. She's beautiful. She's got that dancer figure. She touched my shoulder on the way down here, and I got that electricity feeling through my body. And he pushes me on the ground, grabs her hand, and they go smooching, running off into this Hard Rock Cafe behind me, laughing with each other.
That sounded like something out of a movie. I reckon that guy won't be dating for a while after that. The look of a man who knows that reacting is only gonna make it worse. Funny how she didn't mention anything about excessive makeup though.
You ever go on a date so bad that you start practicing "it's not you, it's me" speech even before the drinks arrive? Yeah, that was my night. So I met this chick at a coffee shop. She was sitting right next to me, and she was sipping her latte like she owned the place. We started talking. She sounded funny, confident, and extremely sarcastic. And I'm like, yo, this girl's got some personality. But it wasn't exactly personality. Turns out it was actually attitude with good lighting. We both agreed to head out to this one sushi spot, and I actually arrived early. She strolls in 25 minutes late like she's attending her own wedding. I stand up to finally greet her and she just goes, "Oh, you waited." Yeah, I considered leaving, but I didn't want to waste the emotional investment in getting dressed. First question she asked was, what kind of car did I drive? And all I could say was, emotionally or mentally. But seriously, I drive a car that's hoping for a better future. Then she pulls out her phone mid-conversation and starts scrolling, double-tapping memes like she's getting paid by the scroll. At one point, I just stopped talking to see if she'd notice, and spoiler alert, she didn't. 5 minutes later, she looks up and says, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. What were you saying?" "Oh, just describing my will to live, slowly fading, but it's fine." Food finally makes it to the table. She takes one bite of sushi and goes, "Ooh, this sushi tastes like ocean water." Ma'am, that's the fucking point. She flags down the waiter and asks, "Do you have anything less fishy?" Like, ma'am, this is a sushi restaurant, not a goddamn Olive Garden. Halfway through,
it did sound like a horror show, but his first mistake was ever being okay with her being 25 minutes late.
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that?
Are you broke? Are you
I
poor?
gotta be broke to take you to Starbucks. What
Yeah.
the
Yeah, because that's some broke boy behavior. Do you see how I look? Do you see how I look and you taking me to Starbucks?
You look cool, but I mean, at this point,
I look
I'm
cool.
thinking Starbucks a nice little vibe. We can't buy that Starbucks. Like,
no,
so what the?
Oh,
so I need to take. So I need to fly you out.
What, you have a budget of $20
so
for our first date?
So I need to fly you out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, what the? You can't spend a little bit extra money on that?
You need to be humble. Be grateful. At least somebody taking the time to
you
take
got a $20 budget for our first dates. It's crazy.
I got whatever type of budget, but it's really. I'm glad I know now.
Me too. I'm glad I didn't get with a broke boy.
Actually, I'm glad. Yeah, you know what? How about that? How about this?
Take me home.
How about this?
Take me
Get
home.
the whip.
No, take me home.
Get out the whip. All right, I'll take you home. Say less.
Yeah,
How is he broke for buying her Starbucks, but she's the one literally begging for something else?
This chick out in Miami and it changed my complete opinion on everything.
What does she want? Something completely different?
First date, we sit down and like she just starts firing orders on her side. Can we get a caviar by the tin? I was like, what the? Like a whole tin of caviar.
Oh. That's expensive.
Date
really?
one. I was like, yo, like, what the fuck is this?
Wait, how much was it?
$4.50.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, the caviar is not cheap.
No.
But did you still try to pursue it?
No, I'm in $4.50. Trust me, you don't think waking up after that night not hitting was tough?
So you didn't even?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was tough.
Do you normally like...
The only reason they order stuff like this is because they know the man is going to be covering the bill.
And unready with me while I tell you how my date walked out on me tonight. Backstory, I was feeling really sick this day, and instead of canceling, my roommate, her boyfriend, and her other friend Nick rallied around me and they're like, we're getting you on this date. To set the scene, the four of us show up to the bar together and my date tells me that he's 5 minutes away. To my surprise, he was not 5 minutes away, he was actually there. I'm standing in a circle with my friends, I turn around and I see him. I was totally planning on separating myself from my friends before meeting up with him because I didn't want him to know I had friends there, but I was caught, so I was forced to introduce him to all my friends. Now I'm sensing weird vibes from him being around my group of friends and I totally get it. So I'm like, listen, let's go outside, let's get away from them. And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom. He never came back. He walked out the side door that's by the bathroom. I stood there for 10 minutes and I knew, like 30 seconds in, I'm like, why do I feel like he just left the bar? Yeah, I stood there for 10 minutes and then I went upstairs and found my friends and came to tell them the story. I'm like, guys, the guy you just met, my date, yeah, he just left. Didn't tell me, he just walked out the door. So that was humbling.
I mean, what did she expect? For him to just sit there and get evaluated by strangers?
Is it red?
Yeah, it's a red one.
Okay.
But...
Hey, mate.
It's a catfish, bro. It's jumped. That's the first time, brother, I swear down. Nah. No. I'm gonna have to do a runner, boys. I'm not joking. Fuck. I'm gonna have to do a runner.
Start the car, hit the gas, and don't look back.
First date and she talked about her ex for about 3 hours, bro. Hey, Ahmed. I'm starting to miss you too, bro. Where are you at for ARAKO?
I went on a date with this girl, and as she's sitting there, she gets her phone out and goes on my Insta, and then she turns around to me, looks at me, and as she looks at me, and this is our first ever date, yeah? So I barely know this girl. And she's sitting there at like a bar/restaurant, right? And she's looking nice, really nice. Tan, brunette, she looks good, yeah? But I don't know this girl. It's the first time I've met her, yeah? And she gets her phone out, scrolls onto my Insta, and she's like, oh, like, this is weird, like, why don't you have any photos on your Insta, yeah? And I'm like, well, I just don't really care about stuff like that, like, I'm not bothered. And she's like, oh my God, it's such a red flag when guys have social media. You best not go on my TikTok then, yeah? Because if you looked at me for longer than a microwave timer, I've made a video about you, darling, yeah? Any girls, cashiers, receptionists, if you look at me for longer than 7 seconds, you're most likely on my TikTok, right? I've got Insta to be mysterious. I've got TikTok because I'm unwell, okay? I don't not have social media. I just don't use Insta, yeah?
The more women like these talk about their ex, the more you realize he was never the issue.
There's a problem nowadays where if you don't have any experience, you can't get a job. And if you don't have a job, you can't get any experience. So I went on a first date with this girl, and we were getting along, and then she asked me, hey, what's your past relationship experience like? I was being very honest, and I told her, I've never had a girlfriend before in my life. And then she laughs a little, and then she tells me like, hey, you know, even my 11-year-old cousin has had 2 girlfriends already at this point. Anyways, when we get home, I message her, hey, I had a good time. I'd love to see you again. And she never responds. And then I take a quick look at her Hinge profile, and I see that she's updated one of her prompts. My most irrational fear is being someone's first girlfriend. What are people like me supposed to do? Were there relationship internships I was supposed to apply for or something?
She's just worried about being the reason someone stops having faith in women entirely.
I went on a date the other day actually with a girl. Went up to her and I was like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And she went, what do you mean nice to meet me? She was like, you've already met me, man. I'd gone on a date with her 3 years ago and I'd completely forgotten that I'd gone on a date with her. And I was like, how have I forgotten this? 10 minutes into the day, I was like, oh, this is why I've forgotten it, mate. Most boring girl ever, man. I was having a conversation with myself, mate. Nothing. No, nothing. Just nothing. No conversation. Just dead.
3 years later, and she's still not worth a second date.
Like important to me, especially like the guy I'm messing with is like really close to his family.
Huh?
Or
get her gone.
What? What are you
saying? The guy that you're messing with right now?
Like the guy that I'm interested in is what I'm saying. Like the guy I'm interested in. If he's
so, do you have
like,
a boyfriend?
No.
You don't have a boyfriend?
No, not right now.
You don't have a boyfriend. Even if she's talking to a well, your ears.
No, because what she mean, the guy she's interested in.
What do you mean?
I'm saying I'm talking from like
interest in other niggas.
From like past tense.
But she should have known when you in front of Double OD, Young Dabble from the 614, like.
Okay, I like that.
You gotta keep that shit home. You gotta keep that. Yes.
He said he gone.
If she's talking about other guys she's interested in on a first date, it's definitely gonna be a last date for me.
Just went on a Hinge date. She had that La Baba thing tied to her belt, teddy bear. She put it on the table during. I'm deleting.
Those things are the quickest way to know the date isn't even worth finishing.
We're going to do that. I think I agreed to play music solo, which is
At that point, you've just got to help her rename the vlog, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Minutes.
I just walked out on my date because she said this. All right, y'all, I'm standing outside right now because I had to walk out on my date, and I don't even know how to explain what just happened. So boom, like I met this girl online, like, I mean, y'all, like, she was gorgeous, like, really beautiful, sweet smile, soft voice, like, real calm energy. And we finally link up, like, today, like, for our, like, first date, whatever. So I wanted to make, you know, daytime stuff like that, you know, real casual. So, you know, we laugh and we got the same favorite foods, like, the same taste in music, same childhood stories. Like, y'all, she finishing my sentence, I'm thinking, like, nah, like, you know, this can't be real. Like, she's too perfect. And at one point, that's when she looked at me and says, like, I feel like I've known you my whole life. Okay, that's cool, you know, that makes sense. I get it. Same. You know, so I'm thinking, like, yeah, that's cute. Then she says, like, you know, I already told my mom about you. And I'm like, okay, you know, first date. Okay, I get it. You know, maybe she told her that for location purposes. And then she says, you know, I don't really date. I only date with intention. And I can tell, like, you know, I know in somebody's minds already. Okay, so that's like, okay, yeah, that's when it started getting a little weird. Then she started asking me weird questions like, so where do your kids go to school? Like, what time do you usually get off of work? Like, do you always park on the side of the building? And I'm like, how do you even know I park over here, like on the side of the building? Then she leaned in real close and whispered, like, I'm not scared to fall in love fast. I'm only scared of losing what's already mine. What? Girl, I only knew you for 42 minutes flat.
Nothing says run like a woman planning your entire future on the first date.
I just got back from a first date. Yeah. We got into an argument about male privilege on the date. Not good. No, not good. Ladies, hear me out. I agree that male privilege exists. I would never argue that. It's just that I disagreed with her main talking point. Her main point was, Kyron, you ride bikes high late at night. And because I'm a woman, I can't do that because a man could just easily run up and grab me off of that bike. And I didn't like that argument. I am in favor of protecting women. But if a can catch up to a bicycle on foot, if a can catch up to a bicycle on foot and then snatch you off of it successfully, he's earned you, okay? But I don't just mean that for women. I mean that for me too. If a man can take me off of a moving bicycle, I am his husband now. Or his wife, whatever he won. He won. He caught me. I belong to him now. I could tell by the look on her face, she was not liking what I was saying. So I tried to like meet her in the middle. I was like, look, I got a lot of homegirls. And they always say that they want a man that's going to make them feel important and fight for them. Well, that man just ran the speed limit of a school zone for you. You are very important to him.
He's right. Without a logical example, the point you're trying to make is probably ridiculous.
I went on one date with this guy and we already got into a fight and he was like, maybe we should stop. Let's preserve the relationship that we have before one of us gets more hurt. And I was like, no, let's just ruin it. Do athletes stop playing when they get injured? No. They keep playing on their injury until it's so bad that like the pain is irreversible and they can't play anymore. And the injury like tanks their career and they get super depressed and they get into substance abuse and everything goes to and it's like, don't you want to do that with me?
At least she's waving those red flags really high early on.
4-3, would you go fight for the country?
Hell nah. You would though, right?
No. I had this ex who went to go to
If her ex is already a part of the conversation on the first date, you already know he's still living in her head rent-free.
Well, I brought up my ex on a first date again. What do you want from me? What do you want from me, okay? He asked, you know? He was like, what's the worst thing you've ever done? What? Okay, he didn't ask. He was just talking about, he didn't ask. But I did dive in to our full relationship and everything I learned about it. We broke up a year ago this week. What do you want? And we're fine, you know? We're not in contact. I don't know what the bitch is doing. I'm sure he's having a great time. I hope he is, you know? I know he's in my brain, infecting all of my future prospects. Thanks for that. When does it end?
I'm not sure when it ends, ma'am, but maybe some therapy could help you get there.
Thank you.
Okay, when you sit on TikTok.
$300?
That's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Am I hitting tonight?
No?
So 2 checks then?
The waiter definitely knew the assignment. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.